Alright folks, here we are, Turkey Mountain. Here's a scooter I'm going to use to navigate a little bit. Here's the park. So that's a little picnic area there. And then there's one that leads off up into there and then one that goes that way. Today we're going down that way. So yeah, this is a neat little vantage point here. You have a good look at the city here. You can actually sit here and read a book. Okay, sorry about that, but I set my camera on fixed. But yeah, this is a nice area here. The trail I'm going to be taking actually runs from there. It goes down here and goes to the left. So this in here is not part of that trail. Let's get back to it. I wanted to get out here much earlier, but I was having transportation issues. I was gonna take a penny board out here, but I wear a size 13 shoe, so a penny board is not really gonna work too well for me.
Because I'm gonna be skateboarding or scootering around for about 1.5 to 2 miles. So this walk is probably gonna be 4 or so, but I'm gonna stop along the way. But
it's very green and luscious, and all that rain, I was kind of in overcast weather that we had, I guess, paid off a bit. We're gonna focus on the river trail today. Anyway, I'm gonna get down this hill, and then that'll pretty much start the official part of the trail that runs beside the river, and I'll show you that. So we'll start again here. I'm almost on my way down the hill, and sorry about the noise from the scooter.
Okay guys, in this portion of the video, the scooter noise is really too loud for you to hear my voice, so I'm just making my way down the hill. I wanted to kind of leave this footage in because it's very scenic the whole way down, and it kind of winds down in a steep fashion, so you want to be careful if you're on a bike, but otherwise it's very nice.
Yeah, this trail basically winds down to get you close to the river. And once I get to that part, I'll show you where it starts to kind of run along the river, and then once we hit like 51st Street, you'll see the sewage treatment plant that I mentioned in my other video. But you know, some nice terrain, sun's coming through. All right, so I'm a little bit further into the trail. As you can see, this is basically what it's gonna look like for the next couple miles. You know, we're surrounded by woods, and there's fencing along the way. The river is right through those bushes right there. You can see it, but you can't actually access it from here. I don't know when they put this fencing in. Okay, and here we are a little ways further down, and I just wanted to show you this. There are parts of this trail where there's a rock face that's kind of exposed and open, so that's cool. The trail does pull away from the river. This is really nice. I mean, this is a place where you could actually sit on those rocks right there and just read a book, take in nature. I think I've heard of one mountain lion potentially being spotted around here, so, but I think that was years ago. But you know, you just want to keep your eyes open, but obviously there's no one around here. It is a little bit later, so you know, people are more so going to be around here in the 1 to 5-ish time frame, but it's still not going to be super busy. But this trail, like Turkey Mountain's great. Turkey Mountain's beautiful if you know you can handle, you know, climbing and stepping over uneven terrain, things like that. Going through bushes and trees is great, but if you have bad allergies, bad knees, you know, putting pressure, stepping up is a problem for you, this trail is very good just because it's pretty even, except for that one part where you do have to make a bit of a climb, and I'll show you that on the way back. But yeah, like, you can enjoy nature, and if you have ailments and things that prevent you from getting too involved with nature, this is kind of a good compromise. But if you have severe health issues, like you might have a heart attack, or you know, all jokes aside, I probably would not take this trail because it is a bit secluded. So if you call 911, they're gonna have to come all the way through there in some emergency vehicle to get to you. So you want to kind of keep that in mind. There's not easy access to roads around here. So, you know, that's very, very important when you're considering recreational activities. Okay, So I just wanted to make another quick pit stop here. And there's some more open rock face. The reason why I stopped here is because these flowers smell so good. I don't know what kind of flowers they are, but they smell very good, very fragrant. Yeah, these are little things that you can stop and enjoy here. And coming in this part of the day, it's not too hot. Another plus about this area is that even when it's super hot, unless the sun's kind of beaming directly down on you, you're kind of in a valley. And there's water right over there, so it's probably about 5 to 10 degrees cooler in this area, maybe even 12 degrees. So that's a definite plus, and it'll help you with your endurance if you're wanting to go a couple miles. So this is another good stopping point. There's some railroad tracks back there that you have to cross over, so if you are on a bike or a scooter like me, make sure to be very careful. But just stepping back into this area, there's no fence here, and you can kind of get a better view of the lake. And you could potentially climb down there if you wanted to. I would not recommend it. Okay, so I'm a little bit further down right now. You can see how the trail kind of moves back and forth, or the river moves. So like right here, it's a little bit closer to the river. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is one of the more open parts of the trail. As you can see, I'm still on the trail. There's fence there. There's my handy scooter there. And there's fence here. But this is a little opening in the tree lines where you can actually take in the river. That road right there is Riverside Drive. I don't quite know. Yeah, I do know where we're at. We're about 52nd Street, because that bridge is Highway 44, and it actually rides along 51st Street. So yeah, we're almost at 51st Street, and that'll be our next stop, where that sewage treatment plant is, which it kind of sucks that it's along this trail, but you gotta have it in your city. I mean, sewage has to be treated, and you know, I'm like almost 2 miles into this trail, so it's hidden. Like, it's not an eyesore. So the city did a really good job, you know, hiding it back here. I mean, you wouldn't even know it was here if you never took this trail. All right, so here's some more open rock face. You know, you can see it a little bit. The trees have kind of built up, so you can't see right over the river, but there is the sewage treatment plant I was talking about. All right, Tulsa, it is your sewage treatment plant here. So here it is. I don't know why my camera's doing that. Anyway, here it is. You know, it lines the river right before, starts about 52nd Street. And let me get on this side of the road. But yeah, it doesn't even smell that bad over here. Sometimes you come by and it stinks, like the odor is strong, but all I can smell is the flowers and stuff right now. So when you do walk by these fire stacks, you can feel the heat. You're not gonna get burned or anything like that. That tree being that close is maybe a concern. There's some more rock face to kind of take your mind off of it. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing too intrusive, and like I said, it's hidden. All right, so I may have lied. Once you get to the second part of the facility, it smells straight up like rear end. It's not overwhelming, but you can definitely tell it's there. But this is the last part of the facility. All right, so 624 is where the sewage plant ends. There's some old railroad tracks, and there's another open part where you can see the rock face. I want to walk a little bit.
Yeah, I almost wish I didn't bring the scooter, it's so loud, but anyway, it's here. It's helping me get along. I mean, this is a lot of ground that I've covered, because this is 51st. I started out at 68th Street, so, I mean, it probably helped me get to where I'm going about 2.5 times faster, so definitely worth it. The sun is still out, so 6:30, still a good time to come out, you know, and there's a look at the old plant. So, but here's what I was talking about. So that is not the bridge. That's a little off ramp, but that kind of runs beside 44, Highway 44. But the city built this pathway here. These rocks here line the pathway. Very nice. We actually don't have too much further to go. The soccer field that I showed you is probably about a mile and a half down the way. So I went pretty far last time on the west side of the river. This is what I would consider the south side of River Trail West. So the other side was more the north, you know. But this is one where nothing really, on the west side of the river, the southern part, there's nothing really but wooded areas that lines it. There's Turkey Mountain, and there's a sewage treatment plant, and then